echoed through the narrow streets of the town. 14-year-old Karim was sitting by the window, sketching birds in his notebook. Drawing was the only thing that made him feel calm. But that day, the sound of violence tore through his peace like a blade. His mother rushed into the room, panic in her eyes, and whispered, "Karim, stay close to me." At first, Karim didn't understand what was happening. He had heard distant fighting before, but this time the danger felt different, closer, louder, heavier. The ground shook as an explosion erupted somewhere nearby. He froze, hands trembling, pencil falling from his fingers. In that moment, something deep inside him changed. A feeling he had never known before settled in his chest. Fear that didn't go away. Hours later, the family gathered in the small living room. The power was out. The only light came from a candle flickering on the floor. Karim's father spoke quietly, trying to sound brave, "We'll be okay. Just stay together." But Karim noticed his father's hands shaking. Even adults were scared. That night, Karim couldn't sleep. Every bang, every shout outside made his heart race. His mind replayed the explosions over and over, even when everything went silent. He closed his eyes, but the images wouldn't stop. Fear had made a home inside him. Days turned into weeks. Karim stopped drawing. Every time he tried, his hands shook. His mother asked him why, but he didn't know how to explain it. He felt numb, as if part of him had shut down to survive. Sometimes he would stare at the wall for hours, lost in thoughts he couldn't control. Other times he would snap at small things, noise, conversation, even someone touching his shoulder. One afternoon, while standing in line for bread, a loud blast thundered across the city. Everyone fell to the ground. Karim felt his chest tighten. He couldn't breathe. His vision blurred. For a moment, he felt as if the world was collapsing around him again. This wasn't just fear anymore, it was something deeper. Trauma. Eventually, the family decided to leave. The journey was long and exhausting. As they crossed the border, his mother held his hand and whispered, "We're safe now." But Karim didn't feel safe. The war had ended for them physically, but in his mind it replayed every day. In the refugee camp, Karim met other children. Some cried in their sleep. Some never spoke. Some flinched at any sudden sound, just like him. They were all carrying invisible wounds. Wounds that no doctor could see. One evening, a volunteer named Samira noticed Karim sitting alone, staring at the ground. She approached him gently and handed him a blank notebook. "Sometimes," she said, "the mind heals through words and drawings." Karim hesitated. He hadn't touched a pencil in months. But something in her voice felt safe. That night, he opened the notebook. His hands trembled at first, but slowly, he began to draw again. Not birds this time, but his memories. The ruined streets. The candle-lit room. The fear in his mother's eyes. The sound waves of explosions. The feeling of drowning in his own thoughts. All of it poured onto the pages. At first, the drawings made him cry. But with each picture, some weight lifted from his heart. His mother noticed the change. "You're coming back to us," she whispered, hugging him tightly. Weeks passed, and Karim continued drawing. He began speaking to Samira during the evenings. He told her about the sleepless nights, the fear, the moments where he felt broken. She listened without interrupting, without judging. She explained that his feelings were not weakness. They were the natural scars of conflict. Scars that could heal with time, support, and understanding. Slowly, Karim began sleeping through the night. He laughed again, first quietly, then freely. He helped younger children in the camp draw and paint. His drawings became a bridge between his old life and his new one. One day, as he finished a sketch of a bird flying freely in the sky, Samira asked, "Why a bird?" Karim smiled softly. "Because even after everything, I still believe one day I'll feel free like this." His story was just one among millions, but it showed a powerful truth. Conflict can break homes, cities, even countries. But the hardest battles are fought inside the mind, and healing begins the moment someone decides to listen, understand, and hope again.